Hello, we're back after a lunch break. Back on the task in hand. Try and get some food down to get the brain working again. Okay, so we're on another stint till 5 o'clock ish. Hello. We're back after we've got audio, so that's fine. Yeah, we're okay. Right. Okay. In case you've come across this video and you haven't watched the rest, we're writing a functional block diagram to program a smart relay. That's it. Right, here we go, back onto it. Right, okay, so I got to a stage where my brain wouldn't work, so I had to go and feed it some chicken soup. Right, yeah, let's get on with it then. So yeah, I've started. Yeah, let's just carry on. Let's carry on. Welcome everyone. Welcome back. We are back. Yeah, we are back. This is my day job. Work. Not normally do this. Once a year, every couple of years, someone asks us to write something. Anyway, I ended up with a job as soon as I do programming, I suppose. Nobody else will take the mantle, so it's left to me. So basically, at the minute, it's left up to me. So I do it. I don't mind doing it, but you get no appreciation. Everyone just keeps saying, say you're overthinking it. They say you're haven't you finished it yet? Have you taken too long? And what they forget is they asked me to do it. So anyway, and to make things worse, I'm working from home doing it because we don't have spare capacity at our place at the minute. I don't have big enough monitors and computers and stuff. I don't know. Anyway, get constant interruptions back at our yard. Even get interruptions here, but talking of interruptions, make sure there's no one phone me while I was having my lunch. Now I'm okay. Right. Anyway, let's get back on with it. Stop the whinging and the ranting. But yeah, there's no appreciation for this stuff at all. And what I don't get is people, they say, you're overthinking it. And I say, they haven't thought about it enough. Right? So if they can say I'm overthinking it, then why don't they write it? See what I'm saying? If I'm overthinking it, they could always write it, and then see how they get on when they haven't thought about something, and there's a condition that's been, you know what I mean? Yeah, simple is better, I know, but if it doesn't do what you want or it's not safe, then there's no any point to it. Anyway, carry on. Rant over. How can someone say off the back that you're overthinking it? Oh, you're overthinking it. Just because you're thinking of all eventualities. Yeah, it takes longer. Costs more money to make it work. Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's your name on the back of it. It's got to work right, hasn't it? Otherwise, it's part of a safety system. If the safety system doesn't work right, it's not safe. It's got to be safe. If you're saying it's a safety system, it's got to be safe. I've got this thing where if you try to cure one safety issue, don't create two others from a. Don't turn one into two safety issues. You might cure one and create two new ones. Don't want that. You only want one safety issue to be cured. Just notice something there. Get rid of that, mate. You cure one safety issue, and you end up with no safety issue. Not cure one and create two. You gotta be careful. So you need to overthink it, yeah. If someone says you're overthinking it, tell them, yeah, I am overthinking it. Because that's what's needed to get a system. Yeah. And it's always people who don't do it. They don't do it themselves. They go, you're overthinking it. Well, if you can do it in a simpler way without overthinking it, be my guest. Anyway. Right, so we're getting back on with it now. Right. So I'm trying to do the override. So we've got fallback mode. We want a pedestrian crossing, fallback mode. So if barriers fail or the door needs to be left open because it's in the middle of summer, it's red hot, and the workers are threatening to leave because it's too hot. You say, I can't open the door because then the pedestrian crossing won't work. It's not good enough. So this is the override, the fallback mode onto a standard pedestrian crossing. Now, yeah, you fall back mode, you will compromise your security, so you don't want it like that for long. You don't want to keep it like that for long. Anyway, so we need to work out this bit here. So we've got the fallback mode switch coming into an AND gate. Now, this bit here goes into an AND gate, so I need that to work for simulation wise, but I need to AND that with something. I don't know if I got these two the wrong way around or what. Probably gone wrong way around, so I have to rethink it. Now the chicken soup hasn't taken effect yet. The brain is still not working. It looks like I need to clean my camera. I can see some greasy marks on it. Anyway, it's a good job I have a little picture in the corner, so you don't have to worry about that. I'll sort that out next time. Right, I still want to get back on with my project this tonight, but anyway, I've got to get on with this. It's day job. Got to keep the lights on and all that lot, you know. Got to keep the lights on. Right, I've got to get my head around this. So this at the minute is doing my simulation, but it just so happens that simulation is handy for doing the override. And I need to override the FLT door, which I've sent down here now. I've sent down here to this OR gate and back up again. So that or this. So the FL door being down or this one. So this needs to send a signal if I'm switched. Right, so there's my switch. My switch comes down to my AND gate. I'm not sure if it's right yet. I need to send a signal up to here when it's been overridden. So that goes into there, and I need the output to go over to the OR gate. So when it's enabled, it will override, yeah. But then I need to control the AND gate for some reason. Yeah, so it needs to be ANDed with something else. Or does it? Yeah, it doesn't, does it? That fallback mode has to tell. Yeah, it has to do the same as this button here, right? So this logic 1 into this OR gate. It's got to do the same as that. Now that's probably where I need an OR gate. Yeah. So let me get my head straight. Why doesn't my brain work anymore? Brain, let me have a pill before I forget. Right, you ought to have a pill to make your brain work. I'm on statins and all sorts of stuff, so that's probably why my bloody brain's not working. They say it causes memory loss and all sorts. Oh well, what can you do? Try harder, I suppose. I've just found one of my circuit boards. Right, anyway, leave that alone. Right, oh my god, let's get on with it. Let's get on with it. Bloody hell, get this done out of the way. Crikey. Anyway, so I need to override. I need to switch the override on, but it needs to do, this switch needs to switch this on. So that or that, yeah. So let's take this off out of here. Unwire this AND gate. AND gate there. Put the switch into here. Oh, I can't get it now. Hang on. Switch into there. That or that. And put that one back to there. Right, so I've got this. Got the switch coming down to this OR gate. So if that switch is on or this is on, that's right. That's better. It gives me a OR gate. Right. So that'll do that bit. That'll do that bit. Why's my throat getting groggy? Groggy throat. Don't want a groggy throat. Not a nice voice. Don't want groggy sandpaper voice. Anyway, so we can switch this mode on with that or that. That is good. But we need to take into account this one. We need to override this one. When we're in this mode, we need to take that through to there to override that one. So we need to output this. We're always going to get an output. Can I have another output? I could only want to have out. No, that's the problem. So that's going over to this OR gate. Well, it needs to go into there. So we don't need another AND gate at all. We need another OR gate. Now another OR gate. Where's an OR gate? So, that other OR gate we need. Oh my god. So we need to switch that through an OR gate, just so we can get another output on it. Now we need to move that out of the way. We need to come down to an OR gate. Like that. That needs to get out of the way. Over there. So that's going to be confusing. Alright, that is confusing already. So let's put the OR gate somewhere else. Alright, that's a problem because that's in the way. So let's. Oh, what's happening there? Alright, okay. Alright, so we've got that. I've got no more nodes left on it. Can't do anything with it. Okay, I know where it's going. I have to do a similar thing earlier. So we've got another OR gate. So that switch comes through there, and then this one we'll have to go to there. Yeah. Now, if I lost again. That one goes into there. And that OR gate will have to go up to that, to this one. Oh, to that one. Yeah. So this output will have to go over to there. And look what it's done to me. Right, so that'll go over to there. Okay. Now, all that is just so we couldn't attach one. So we're going to come down from this fallback mode into there. Where's that going? Oh, that goes down to this one. And this one outputs down to here. to activate this thing when the switch is on. That's weird. Oh yeah, so we could get 2 outputs from it. So I just need a buffer, don't we, really? We haven't got a non-inverting buffer. So we're using the OR gate as a buffer. That's weird. Okay. Groggy throat. So fallback switch goes down into here. It switches on the output, which ORs this one signal, the input into the output, and it goes over and triggers the sensor here, which we need, and now it'll never be able to be changed while this is on, but we can take that off if we don't need it. Yeah. Okay, let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. Simulation mode. No drop packets, 18 minutes in. 25% of CPU, 30 frames a second. Nobody watching at the minute. 16 minutes of streaming on there. Right. Let's give it a trigger. So I want that on, that on, that on, that on, that on, and that on. It should go to FLT mode. I'm still on 6 seconds there. Okay, so we're on FLT mode. We request a crossing. Right, we're now going to cross. Right, so we cross the road. It goes back to FLT mode, okay. Yeah, now we're enabled. We open the door. Yeah, that's going straight through. That's fine. Safe loop, safe area, other safe area. That's fine. So now we switch on override. Or switch fallback mode on, which is already setting that signal. So we've got partial simulation already. So we've got fallback mode on. We're in FLT mode. I want to cross the road. I'm not going to open any shutters or barriers. I'm just going to ignore them. So, right, so I should be able to give barrier 1 closed, barrier 2 closed. That's going straight through the system. Alright, that's going straight through, so... Does it matter? Probably does matter. Needs to cut them off, doesn't it? Or ignore them. Not sure. Let's just leave them on. Let's pretend they're broken. And we'll give it a one of these requests. Is it going to switch over? Yeah, it's switched over. I've gone through the system. Now I've opened the gate. The mag lock is released. I go open the gate. Get into the safety zone. Open the other gate. I'm in this safety zone. I shut the gate. I come out of the safety zones. Leave that one, and it goes straight to locked again. Okay. So that is not switching back to... What have I done wrong here? Right. Now it's not switching back to FLT mode because it's waiting for the barriers to shut. Here, barrier 1 shut, barrier 2 shut. And now it's going to carry on switching back. So we've got to somehow override. Yeah, so we need to override them from our switch, from our fallback mode switch. Now, let's just simulate again. Let's find out what this is doing. So our simulator is allowing it to function without an input, but when we do have an input, it's a problem. So we need to cut the signals off. So if we do that, right, the signals are going straight through. Right, I got you. So they're coming through an OR gate. Yeah, there's two OR gates, and it's coming through from there. They're both on from this at the minute. So we need to cut that signal off. So how are we cutting this one off? We're sending the FLT door down here. Let's turn it off a minute. So the FLT door is coming down here to this one, and it's going straight back up again. Right, because then that's okay. Because it doesn't matter if it's on or off, because this one is sending the signal based on this override here. So can we do the same thing? Not sure if we can do the same thing. It's doing the timing itself. Yeah. So we need to either cut them off, or so we've got the two barriers, they're going straight out. We need to cut them off. Now it's being cut off over here at the minute. And where's the barriers going to? This is the problem with these things in the way. That's the FLT. Door closed. Right, we sorted that out. The barrier ones we want. So the barrier ones are going down to there and down to there. So these two. Okay, so the barrier ones are going to there. And it's ordering with this. So, but we don't want the signals to be there. So they could be up or down. Up or down. Right, up or down. Once this is on, once that's on, it's going to output there. And yeah, so we also need to output. Let's put the simulation back on again. Right, simulation back on. So barrier 1 becomes on. Right, so we're on there. Let's shut these up. Right, so it's going to go over to FLT mode. So your outputs are on and you're off here. So you're off, so it thinks the barrier's open. Yeah, it's simulating it. But if you command press this on, it goes through and upsets the system. We don't need to upset the system. So we need to break those. So we need to do a, when this fallback mode is on, it needs to cut this off. It needs to cut them off. Okay, so it needs to cut them off. So when that's on, it needs to cut them off. So they need to go, I need to signal off that with an AND to cut the signals off. Okay, let's see if we can get it in. Right, that's why we need an AND. So barrier 1, barrier 2 is there. Barrier 1 is there. So that needs to go through an AND with the fallback mode. Okay, so let's put some ANDs in place. Right, ANDs. Right, so we've got 2 ANDs. Right, yeah. Do we need 2 ANDs? Do we need 2 ANDs? So they will come from barrier 2 and barrier 1. The AND needs to go from there to there. Yeah, separate. So let's cut that off there and there. We need to bring the AND signals in. So barrier 1 AND signal needs to go to there. Let's put that there a minute. So we've got barrier 1 AND signal. We're going to run out of space, desperately run out of space in a minute. That's that one, feeding back up there. So we've got barrier 1 AND signal, let's get barrier 2. I wish I'd have just put one output for the barriers, but anyway, so that can go around there. Right, so barrier, oh no, we've gone to the wrong one. Barrier 2 needs to go down to this one. So we'll put them both there, even though they're coming down the same line. We need to get this one now and feed it into just this one. And put that there and fallback mode into this one. It's not going. Why not? What's going on? Right, let's go again. Fallback mode down to here. Put that down there. Put that down there. Okay, now we've got 2 ANDs. So when fallback mode is on, and that is, oh no, it needs to be off. Right, so fallback mode needs to be off. So we probably need to change these for bools. So fallback mode is off. It lets the signal go through. If it's on, if fallback mode is on, if it's on, it cuts it off. So we need 2 bools actually. 2 bools instead of them. Or do we? Hang on. Yeah, 2 separate bools. 2 separate bools. So we need to bring barrier 1 into the top one. Barrier 2 into the bottom one. Okay, and we need fallback mode going over to the bool. And another one going over to this one. Let's jump that up a bit. Let's move these over to here. Okay, now we've got 2 bools. Let's go up 1, up 1. Oops, we've messed up the system. Okay, so we need to set our bools now. So it only lets that through if we're on 0. So we want a 1 and a 0, that one there. And we want a 1 and a 0, that one there. And then we need to go back up to the barrier. The barrier signals. So barrier goes down to this OR gate. So we need to put that into that one. Somehow. Right, so we're struggling a bit here. Okay, that can go there. Right, let's go on here. Right, we need this one into this one. That can stay where it is. Right, so we've got our we need to program that one. Yeah, that's already done. So 1 and 0. So the 1 will be the fallback mode. 0 will be, oh, that's the fallback mode. That's the barrier. Fallback mode and barrier to let the signal in only when we're not overridden. Right, let's try it. Let's try it. So let's put it straight into fallback mode. Right, let's put it onto that one. Let's see if we can go to FLT mode from this mode. Are we counting down? We're not. Why aren't we counting down? Right, because barrier 1 is on. Yeah, we're counting down now. Okay. Right, so we initiate a sequence. Yeah, so we're going through a sequence. Head gates. And this goes back again. Oh, it's counting. Yeah. So let's do fallback mode on. Okay, so we shouldn't have to worry about doors being left open. So fallback mode's on. Barriers are open. Door is open. We give it a command. It's gonna time out and switch over regardless. Yeah, it's switched over. And it should ignore barrier commands and forklift truck commands. Yeah, and it should be counting down the timer. Yeah, That's the run timer. So you've got a minute to go through, and that's it. And it should fall back, regardless of all this stuff. You can open the gate, shut the gate, and the laser, and that's it. It should switch back. It's just counting up here. We need to adjust that timer. So it's timer 2. We need to adjust. It's switched over. Let's adjust that timer now. Right, so we've got a 6-second timer here. Let's knock it to 3 seconds. Or even, yes, 3 seconds. Not sure why we've got a timer there now. We've altered something. Might not need 2 timers. We'll leave it in for now. Okay, so it's waiting for us. What happens if we switch fallback mode on? Should just sit there still. We close the pedestrian gate safe area in loop. And then it should, what about forget this one? Yeah. We're on FLT mode. We're on fallback mode. So I just press the button. And regardless of what this one's doing, you just carry on doing it. Regardless of what this one's doing. Regardless of what this one's doing. Yeah, it's in that mode and it's timing out. It's allowing me 59 seconds to go through. Okay, so if I go through and it's going to cut off the timer early, yeah, and go back to FLT mode once I've gone through. Yeah, looks good so far. Right, I've done a lot of tests, but that seems to be functional. So, FLT doors open. We're in override mode, so we should be able to just keep on doing, leaving the other stuff where it is. Should get me into FL, yeah, and we can have the timeout. It's counting down to cross the road, or we can cut it off quicker if we go through the sequence. Yeah, so that will cut it off without waiting. So you still got that mode. If we have to break this safety area, we're in FLT mode. That's okay, because he'll come through that one. That one's okay. That's okay. So leave that safety loop on. Repress that one. It's just going to sit there because the safety loop is someone on it. It's left the active so they can drive out. And it start counting down. It only ignores them. Okay, that seems good so far. All right. Alright, so we're counting again. Let's leave it, let's watch it count out, see what happens. Right, so all we got left to do now, apart from any problems or lockouts, is sort out the reverse procedure. That might not be so easy. Might not be as easy as it looks. That might be difficult, but we'll see. Now is it going to change back to FLT mode? Yeah, it has. Okay. So let's just check the outputs. The barriers are open. The gate is locked. The pedestrian gate is on red. Traffic light is on green for the forklift. Enable forklift doors. Yeah. So what we haven't done is introduce the flashing light if it gets barged. No, you'll only see that when you're on normal mode. Yeah. So we need to flash the red light every 3 seconds if we're on a barged out mode. Right, so let's do that before we do the direction. Okay, so we're getting closer. Getting closer. Ugh. Right, we're getting closer. Right, we're getting closer, so let's do the flashing light bit now. Let's see how we're going to do this. Right, so we need the red light here to flash off. It can be on, which they'll be on, but it needs to flash off every 3 seconds for a second. But only if the mode and this one, so all lights flash off. So we need some way of making when it's on to flash it. Yeah, so we need a flasher. Right, so let's find a timer. I'm not sure which one we need. I think it's that one. Cyclic timing. AC. Exit set point. Right, so we need that one by the looks of it. Let's just get this down here. Let's have this one. Let's see what parameters we got. Right, number of flashes. Okay, duration of flashes. Okay, continuous flashing. Right, so it's continuous flashing. Right, we need to try this thing out. Cyclic type generates pulses, flashes on the rising input rising edge. The duration of the pulse and the duration between each pulse can be set. Right, okay. Right, let's just try it. Right, so what we want, on time, off time. So we need an off time. Right, the function, so we need if that's on for the duration, we need which one's which? We need a wait, then flash. Which is the flash? Don't know which is the flash, so we'll have to try it. Tell you what, let's just hook up some stuff to it. Let's hook an output up to it. Change it to a light, a test lamp. Put that onto there. Let's put an input on it. Right, that should do this. Let's see what we can get out of it. Let's put some parameters in it. Right, on time, off time. Let's see what we've got so far. Right, simulate. This is not part of the circuit, so we don't have to concern ourselves with anything else. So I put a signal on it, and it starts flashing continuously. I let go, it stops. That's okay. Right, so let's change it to something like the seconds we want. Right, so on time 3 seconds. So that'll be 30 seconds. And this off for half a second. 5 milliseconds. Right. Let's go again. Right, here we go. What's it doing? It's only giving me 1 flash though, and I want 2 flashes. I managed to do that earlier, didn't I? Didn't I do that earlier? Let's see if we can get 2 flashes out of it. Number of flashes, right, okay. Continuous flashing. Okay, we can do continuous flashing, but it needs more than 1 flash. Right, how do I get more than 1 flash? So I want 2 flashes, but I want... How can I get 2 flashes? Latching and locking. Yeah, I need 2 flashes. Right, let's just put in so duration of a flash, it'll be 3 seconds. Sorry, 3 number of flashes is duration of flashes, number of flashes. Can I have one or the other? 2 flashes. Right, let's try it. See what happens. I think it's just going to give us 2 flashes and stick. That'll just give us 2 flashes and stay, really. Yeah, that's no good. Not what we want, so we might have to have 2 of these. Right, so it might have to have a normal timer. That gives us, right, let's put that back as it was. So we need a continuous flashing. Yeah, that's okay. And it won't actually use that as a flash. Although we can do, so let's break that off there. Alright, so we want an OR gate. So I'll use 1 for the first flash. And we need a timer. So delay on timer. No, we need a flashing light. We need another flashing light, don't we? Maybe we need 2 of these. I don't know. Seems weird to me to need 2 of them. Okay, so the one is fed from the other. So we need to feed that to there, and also that to there, and that to there. Right, something like that. So switch it on, we get a flat continuous, then we get a flash. And that also starts another flash. But it needs to switch that one off. So that needs to be an AND. Does it need to be an AND? No. It needs to flash the output. Needs to be an AND, doesn't it? Right. So that'll flash once, it'll trigger this one. This will flash. Alright, so it's on for this is a nightmare. I want 2 flashes. How did I get 2 flashes before? Let's find the other one that we got 2 flashes off. This one here. Right, so we've got 2 flashes. Number of flashes 2. On time, off time. Okay. Oh, we only got 2 flashes. We want repeating 2 flashes. Right. So we want a repeating 2 flash. So we don't need that one. Let's try this. So we want on time, off time, number of flashes 2. Okay, that'll give us 2 flashes. There's no needs to. Hang on, let's just see what happens. Might need it latching. What's it doing? Oh, let's give us 2 silly flashes after. Right, so you get 1 flash, 2 flash. We're getting, no, that's not good. Not good. So what made this one different? 0.1 second. So 100 millisecond, 2 flash. Oh, unit of measurement, 2. Okay, so it was 2, 2 and 2. Right, let's try that again. Let's try that again. So 2. Yeah. 2 and 2. 2 and 2 flashes. Right, let's see what happens. So give that on. So we get 2 flashes. But that's the same amount of flashes. So I got 2 flashes from that. Right, so I need to feed that back through another timer. Right, so we need another timer, a delay timer. So we need a delay timer. That one. No, not that one. We want. Is it this one? Yeah, delay on, delay off. Right, okay. We put delay timer here. So when we get the right, so delay timer needs to be 3 seconds. So an on delay of 3, no, an off delay of 3 seconds. Okay, so we've got an off delay of 3 seconds. So let's take this from there. Like that. Let's try that, see what we got now. Not sure an on delay, it needs to be an off delay, I think. What did we say it was? An off delay, right. Alright, let's try it again. This used to be easy to work out, not anymore, right. 2, 3. No, that's definitely not what we want. We want it to come on. When you get a high signal, it needs to come on straight away. On delay. No, we don't want it on delay. We want it off delay. So maybe that was okay. Try it again. Right, so we want a on delay. So switch it on. We get 2 seconds. But we need 2 pulses. Right, so we're stuck on. So what's it doing now? Counting. No, it needs to be an on delay. Right, so this is not good, is it? So we need 3 seconds before it switches on. Delay on. Right, so we want a delay on of 3 seconds. And then we need to set something. This needs to be latching, maybe. What's this going to give us? 2 seconds, 2 flashes. So while that's on, it's going to give you 2 flashes. But it needs to do it after 3 seconds, which it will. But then it needs to repeat. What if I feed that output to there? What will that do? Let's have a look. Okay. Alright, so we've got a cyclic, 2 flash cyclic. Now what the flash does, it needs to flash it off. So what happens if I do that? Does it stop straight away? Yeah. So 3 seconds. That's not doing anything now. Why not? Hey, why has it stopped? That's weird. See that? 2, 3, 1, 2, off, 1, 2, off. So we're off there. That's weird. Very strange that didn't seem to work first. Alright, let's try again. So we give it a pulse. That's not working now. It's just never outputting, is it? Right, so it needs a delay. I know. It needs to be a pulse. Right, it needs to be from off to on. And pulse from on to off. Okay, so it's getting the flash after. So you come into here, you have a 3 second on delay. So an on delay. So a delay off. So 3 seconds, an on delay. We don't want an on delay, do we? Alright, let's do an off delay. I don't know what the hell's going on with this. It's horrible, isn't it? Anyway. Right, so give that a 2-second pulse up. So we've got 2 pulses every 3 seconds. So why wouldn't that work? So turn it off, what happens? It turns off. Turn it on, what happens? Every 3 seconds it gives you a pulse. That's what we want. But we need to turn it off. So that's alright, that's it, that's good. That's good. Let's get rid of that one. Right, so that's our on delay. Now we don't need that. Let's get rid of that. What we do need is, we need that. That's our flasher circuit. But we need to interact with the red lights. So that needs to be an and, 2 ands. 2 ands here and here. So 2 ands, so we need to go from there to there. Let's move it down a bit. Like that, and that needs to go to there. Okay, so we've got our 2 ands. Might as well put that up there. Oops. Okay, so it's not going to be no good to us. Okay. So we've got our ands where if this is off, then I just need to route that signal through there, back up again. So our reds need to go. Problem, because we need that on anyway. So let's run it again. Right, so we switch it on and we get absolutely nothing. Right, we got something then. Oh, why didn't we get nothing at first? That is strange. So we got our 2 flashes. Turn it off. Turn it on. Turn it off. Right, we put it on. So what do we get? 1, 2, 3. Flash, flash. Flash. 1 flash. That's no good. I want 2 flashes. Oh, they're that quick I can't see them. Right. Okay, something's happening. They're too quick. Right, let's go up a bit further. Number of flashes 2. Number of players 0. Alright. Put it on. What do we got? 1, 2. 1, 2. We're resetting the timer. We're only getting 1 flash. So we're not getting 2 flashes, we're only getting 1 flash from that. So it's feeding back and resetting the thing, but we're not counting 2 flashes. We're getting 1 flash every 3 seconds. Alright, so let's lose the reset a minute. See what we got when we lose the reset. Alright, here we go. So we've got 2 flashes, then stop. So we need to count 2 flashes, then reset. Right. So we go on and we get 1, 2 flashes, then we stop. We don't repeat. So at the end of 2 flashes, we need to reset the timer. Unless we can, there's no other way of doing it. Unless we latch, can we do a latch on it? Latching, what does that do? Let's try it. Maybe it'll just stay flashing until we remove the signal, don't know. Right, let's give it a signal. 2 flashes. It's no longer counting, so it just sits there. Why is that doing a delay? Yeah, it's not what we want. Right, so right, let's try and work this out. So we get 2 flashes. The first time we did 2 flashes, we only wanted 2 flashes. But we want it repeating every 3 seconds. Two quick flashes every 3 seconds. So go back to that. Now it's continuous flashing, but right, might have to have another. Right, might have to. Yeah, we might have to have another timer. So we need to put these in parallel. Really, this one. Right, we need to put that in parallel with that one. So that needs to do that in parallel. So we've got and then we need to go take the bulb off or the indicator off, and we need to take that off there, that off there. We need to do it through 2 AND gates. Right, so we need to send the output. Let's swap these around. So that's our duration. This is our flash. But this flash only needs to go, so okay, we need to lose that one, put that one over here. That's our duration every 3 seconds. So we need to get rid of this one, don't we? No, we want a delay on now. Yeah, we need a delay on. So this will be a delay on 3 seconds from when it comes on, so it doesn't flash straight away. So that's our delay on timer. Then we go on to our every 3 seconds of being on. So we want another one of these for every 3 seconds. Copy, paste. So another one of these for every 3 seconds. So delay on 3 seconds, and we want continuous flashing, and we want it every 3 seconds. We want okay, continuous flashing on time 3 seconds. No, we've got delay on of 3 seconds. Then we want to come on. Yeah. An off time. Let's get my head around it. So that's our delay on, in an initial delay on before it starts to do the 2 second flash. So we output to there. It then does our 2 flashes. Right. Right, continuous flashing. No. Yeah, it can do continuous flashing, but only when it starts. Yeah. No, number of flashes 2. That's okay as it is. So we delay on and we have 2 flashes. Let's just see what we got so far. We should have back what we had when we started. Well, let's see what we got. So we've got on and delay for 3 seconds. No, didn't get what we wanted. So we delay on now. We want to delay an off delay. We want, that's right. So change that to an off delay, a 3-second off delay. So it comes on straight away and it goes off. No, well, we wanted, hang on, we did want a delay. So, hang on, let's try it again. So we switch it on and we get output straight away. No, we don't. No, we had it right before. Right, so let's go back. 3-second on delay. Yeah, so we've got to incorporate this with some other signal. So an on delay before it starts the timer, but we want it to come on anyway. So let's, all right, so we need an AND gate. Let's extend this a bit. So we want our AND gate. Yeah, so that has to be on. Right, so let's put it on there. So we want, that has to be on. Right, okay, so that has to be on. And this is going to give us our output. But only when this need to turn it off, so we need to invert it probably. So we need an inverter there somewhere. So I need to invert the signal for the AND, that output to there. We've run out of space. Okay. Get rid of silly block numbers. Right. So we're inverting the output, so it basically cuts the signal off. It's got to be AND to get that. Let's see what we've got so far. Right, let's see what we've got so far. We're trying to make a 3-second, when the light goes to red, after 3 seconds it flashes twice quickly, goes back to red, and it's just to tell you you're in a weird mode. Switch it on. So we got our 2 flashes. Let's try it again. So we go, switch it on, we count 1, 2, 3. Now we're getting the wrong signal. So we either invert that or not invert that, one or the other. Let's not invert it. Let's try it with less components. If not, put another one on it. Right, yeah. Right, so on. Right. That's not what we want, is it? So we had our delay on. Oh, I needed another switch here, didn't I? So I've got my delay on. Right. I said I was going to get a... Right. So we need a switch here, another switch. We need a switch here to switch the system on. Okay, we need to switch the system on straight away. And at the same time, we need to... Can we go to there? I wonder if we can just do it off one signal. So go from there to there. Yeah. So we've one signal is going to go straight through our AND gate and through a delay on timer to start the triggering. Let's try that. Alright, so switch it on. 1, 2, 3, 2 flashes and off. Now I want 2 off flashes, so probably need that inverter back again that I got rid of. So inverter back again. Try again. So we're off. Okay, we switch red light on. Okay, that's something like. So it's stopped. We need a repeating one now. So let's try it again. So we're on straight away. 3 seconds later, we've got 2 off flashes. And we need to repeat. Let's try it again. Okay. So sometimes we've got to okay, but it needs to repeat, doesn't it? So we need to feed. If we feed that output back to the reset, what will that do? It'll reset off the first flash, won't it? That's the problem. We don't want to reset off the first flash. So we switch on, we get 1, 2, 3, 2 flashes. And then we want 1, 2, 3, 2 flashes. But yeah, somehow we've got to count the 2 flashes. Now count the 2 flashes and reset the sequence after 2 flashes. What about if I did an exclusive OR instead? Now, I don't know if we've got a counter. Let's see if we've got a counter. I think we have got a counter. Where's the counter? Up, down, counter. Seems it's crazy to have a counter. Up, down, counter. What's that going to do? Oh, it's just counting it. I don't need the counter. Need something else. Step. Resetting it. Div. Step. A step. Div or 2. Conv. Don't know. So I get 2 pulses. Pulse counter. Have I really got to set 2 bits together? So I don't know how to do all that, do we? Must be one of these that does it. A bistable. What's that do again? I can't remember. Impulse relay switches the output state on each rising edge. Change from inactive to active. Right. Oh, gold. What do we need? So I need to reset then after two flashes. What's this offer us? Latching and locking. What's the difference? Number of flashes. Latching. Ensure latching after a power outage in the smart relays. Check the latching. Not bothered about that. Parameter lock prevents modification of parameters, right? Oh dear. Right. Right. Okay. So that's not really going to help us there. So, no. So if I get I need two flashes before I reset the timer. Unless we have a delay off timer. Yeah. Maybe I could delay the off. So delay off. Right, I need to change this to seconds and put that onto 30. So 3 seconds, and then we need to delay it off of enough to do 2 flashes for latching. Does it need to be latching? I set it on latching, didn't I? Yeah. Right. Okay, let's try it. See what we got. Right, so switch that on. Alright, so 3 seconds. Didn't see what went on then. So we switch it on. We got continuous, 3 seconds waiting. 2 flashes. Need to feed that back to the. So switch it off. Right. Let's just put one in. So we're basically trying to wait it out, delay off before it switches, gets a reset signal. Right, let's try it. Okay, so switch it on. It comes on straight away. Oh, we got a continuous off signal. That's no good. That's no good. Why is that no good? So we got continuous off. Oh, because we're on straight away, aren't we? Right, so we can't do that. Does that need to be latching? Can't remember. Trial and error. Alright, so switch it on. We've got 2 flashes after 3 seconds. We've got delay off we don't need. So 1, 2, 3. Seems longer than 3 seconds, that does. Right, let's try again. So switch it on. So go 1, 2, 3, 2 flashes. 1, 2, 3, 2 flashes. So I need to repeat that. It'd be easy if it was 1 flash, but yeah. 2 flashes or 3 flashes. So I need to count the pulse counter. We need some kind of pulse counter. Somewhere there must be a way. What's this one here? There must be a way of counting. A count. Fast count. What's that? text, display, compare, gain, compare. What's that do? Compares two values. Preset count. What's that do? Output on when the preset value is reached. Duration of pulses. What? Output on when values reach 0. Repetitive duration of pulses. What the hell is this? Up-down counter function is used to preset the function preset accessible with the up-down count uses a discrete up count, a preset count, discrete up count input, down count, to see out. Bloody hell, turn that off. So I could do it with 2 bits, couldn't I? 2 set bits. Alright, so I have 2 of these. So we come on here. We have our first, it needs to go from off to on. So we need to go from on to off. Right, so from on to off, we get a pulse. Okay. So when we go from on to off, these numbers are annoying, these block numbers. Is there no way to set them off permanently? Options. No. I thought I found a way of doing that. Right. Oh my god. Right, here we go. So we get an on to off. That's the first pulse, and it sets this flag. Right, which then sets the second flag. We need another. Once that's on, we're never going to get another set though. No, we're not going to do it. So when that goes from... It's so much easier if it was in C++. Stupid, isn't it? There must be a way of doing it. Alright. Right, so we go from on to off, we get a pulse. We set this bit. Right, when that bit is set, it yeah, when that bit is set, it sends a pulse over to it and on to on, and off to on, which then resets this bit, which sets the next bit. Oh my god, is this going to be like this, is it? God. Right. So we go from on to off, we set the bit, which it then sets, when it sees this bit go from off to on, it sets this output, goes and resets this bit here. For what reason, I don't know yet. Right, so this bit goes from on to off, and it sets this bit. This outputs, and it, when this sees this go from off to on, it resets the bit. Why do I care about resetting the bit? Not yet, do I? I don't really care about resetting the bit, do I yet? So when it goes from off to on, it sets this bit, which sets this flag, And once that's set, it resets the timer. Resets the timer to start all over again, maybe. Let's just get rid of these two things. Right, so it resets the time to start all over again. But then it's got to reset its own 2 bits. So we've got to go back to there and back to there. It has to be latchy now. It depends whether it has no time to. Will it have time reset itself before it gets the time to reset the flag? Which is it latched? No, don't know whether it'll be long. Theoretically, there'll be no time for it to trigger this. So, don't know. Maybe it allows for that kind of stuff in the programming. Let's try it. See what happens. Maybe each one is allowed a certain length of time. I don't know. So we give it a permanent signal. We're on for a bit. We get 2 pulses. And no more pulses. Right, so we've got a permanent on there. So I don't know what happened. Let's try it again. So we go again. Saw something happen. Don't know whether it's a program flinching or whether it's actually flashing. Try again. 1, 2, 3. 1 flash. Alright, that didn't work, did it? That didn't work, so we need a timer. Yeah, we need to trigger a timer to reset itself. Bloody hell. Right, that's just nightmare, isn't it? Okay, so we get a timer. And we want just a normal timer. Normal timer. Bloody hell. Right, so we go onto a timer. And we want a delay off timer. Delay off. Bloody hell. Right, so delay off. It doesn't need much of a delay. Let's just say that'll be enough as long as you've got something. So delay off, which then right, so that's the delay off. We take that over to the reset, and the delay off is then what resets the 2 flags to count for the next time. It's crazy. Oh my god, look at this now. Alright, so that goes back and sets these 2 flags. Will it work? Who knows? Who knows? Let's try. Right, switch it on. Got no flash on the output. Right, I'm not getting a flash, but I'm getting a reset function. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So there's a pulse going around. This isn't changing state though. Right, so this is like never counting up, is it? I'm not sure what the hell's going on there, but it's funny. Let's just have a look at the value. So, right, we've got our 2 second on off number continuous flashing. No, number of flashes 2. We've got our delay on of 3 seconds and a delay off of 4 seconds. Oh, that didn't actually work for us, did it? The delay off didn't work, right? Of 400 milliseconds, right? Maybe that was causing us the grief. Right, here we go. So on here, so what we got here? No change in that at all. So we've got our hand on. This is not changing. It's too quick, isn't it? There's obviously something going on. It's not able to show me the screen. Right, there's something happening. That did look like that was flashing twice there instead of here. Let me just have a look. Let's just try it. Right, so switch that on. What happens here? After 3 seconds, 1, 2 flashes. After 3 seconds, 1, 2 flashes. Right, let's move our bulb or indicator to this point. See what we've got now. Let's see what we got now. 1 flash. 1 flash. I thought I saw 2 flashes. I thought I saw 2 flashes then. Right, I'm gonna have to introduce some. What's this doing? Right, they're not long enough, are they? Let's just do that. This is not long enough. Should be. I don't know. Some of this stuff's supposed to be easy, but it's not. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's too fast for the visuals. I don't know. Alright, let's invert it. Try anything once. Try anything once. Alright. So it's still on now, isn't it? That's the problem. That's just not good. Right, that's not good. Right, so let's put it back where it was. Put it back over here. Connect it to that. So we're on straight away. Okay, so we need to be on. So we need an AND gate, another AND gate. Oh my god, how many AND gates you need? So an AND gate, so we go in from there, over to there, and this one needs to go into there. Right. This is silly. Surely there's a way of doing this without all this. Go. Right. So we're not getting our flash, are we now? We're getting our flash on instead. So do we need to invert this one? Yeah, probably. Invert that one. Okay. Couldn't believe all this electronics to just do that one task. On straight away, off 2 flashes, off. We're only getting 1 flash. We're getting a repeated, but only 1 flash. Although it did look like it was doing 2 flashes. That's too erratic, isn't it? Too erratic. Right. So what's this delay thing set to? Off delay. So we're going from this being on, it's always going to be on. So what's this doing then? This is, okay. So we're coming in here, we want to be on, and we just want to flash it off twice every 3 seconds. So a continuous flashing. Let's try something else. So go continuous flashing. On time, right, so on time is... Alright, that's not going to do it, is it? Okay, so, crikey. On time, off time, number of flashes, flash duration. On time, off time. It's about as clear as mud. Right, so we can either have this one doing this is your flashes, so maybe I've got to incorporate that. Is there another flasher? There's another one here. What's this one do? Number of flashes, duration of flashes, continuous flashing. Right. Duration of flashes, number of flashes. What's this do? Cyclic timer. Generates pulses, flashes on the input rising edge. The duration of the pulse and the duration between each pulse can be set. Where, units. Number of flashes, duration, continuous flashing. Well, where'd you put your value then? Where can it be set? Not here. I don't get it. Anyway. Right, let's do it a different way. Let's think of a different way of doing it. So we've got our on duration. And we've got our timer, which does 3 seconds. After 3 seconds of being an on delay, okay, so 3 second on delay, it sends a signal to this to do 2 flashes or continuous flashing. 2 flashes. Yeah, so do 2 flashes. Two flashes, yeah, that's okay. So we'll go through to this and it cuts it off, does what we want. This is not working. So let's cut that off a minute. So this, as it stands, will give us 2 flashes from being powered on. So on, and 3 seconds later, 2 flashes, stay on, and that's the end of it. I need to restart it. The only way to restart is to click that, off and on. Two flashes. On, 2 flashes. Okay. So after 2 flashes, there's got to be a tool here for that, surely. Where's the tools? Preset count. Preset H meter up down count. Preset up down count. Up down count. Gain max min value. Comparison min. Okay, let's try a comparison. What's that going to compare? On in the zone, off in the zone. I don't got no clue what that is. Cam. The cam block. Add or subtract. Okay, that's probably it. Right, okay. So let's get this flash out to this. Alright, so we're adding arithmetic functions used to perform simple operations on integers. Addition, subtraction. Function accessible. Input 1, first input value of the formula, second input value of the formula, third input value of the formula. Error propagation, discretion, calculation output. This is the value of the calculus formula. What the hell is this stuff, man? How do you get to function? Right, that's so we've got it there, and we're gonna reset that. If it's let me connect it, but what the hell? It's like there's something not working. It's like there's bits missing. What is even that gonna do without nothing there? It's just counting, is it? Alright, so it's just on straight away. What on earth is that? Someone's idea of a joke, isn't it? Surely. That's got to be someone's idea of a joke. The comparison. How do you compare? Error propagation. Right, hang on. Maybe these are... I thought these weren't being used, so let's go from there to there. No. What on earth is that? Bloody hell, I've seen it all now. Reset init step. Initials SFC setup step. A step divergence or convergence or divergence. A reset init set a step. Right, what's this step do? Step function step to a SFC chart. Step symbolizes an operation phase of a control device. In addition, an action is connected to each step output to transmit commands to other functions. discrete output logic function operates. Input 1 and 2 is active, then the step output is activated and remains active even after the input. If the transition input is active, what the hell? What the hell's that rubbish, man? Not doing too well today. So I was hoping to get this. It's only that last bit of flashing, and then the override. Shit. Shit. So we've got our 2 flashes, and we need to restart it. I need to release and restart it. So what about if I break the connection? Forget about the restart. So we use this on a timer. Use the timer to Alright, so we go here. So when this goes into here, and this has a off delay, so that outputs and it switches off. So we have an off delay of 2 of them, and we put that output into there. What's this going to do? Right, so that goes into there and switches the off delay on. But then we need that on straight away to trigger the off. That needs to be through. Oh my god, can't believe this. Can't believe it, man. So that's feeding into here through the output of that. So that will come through to there, but through a AND gate, an OR gate, an OR gate. Let's say it's an OR gate. So we want that one into there, that one. Is it going to be an OR gate? That'll never change, will it, if it's an OR gate? It needs to be an exclusive OR gate, I think. Exclusive OR gate. So go into there, out to there. That's one, enter there, exclusive OR gate. Right, let's see what we've got now. Poor logic's got to cope with all that lot. Let's switch that on. So what's happening? We haven't got an exclusive OR. Getting both. Right. Okay, let's try it another way. Let's take that out of there. Take that out of, so we've got that there. Put that into there. And we put that into there. And see what the devil this does. This is crazy. It's just doing nothing. It's just doing nothing. The timer is being triggered from the wrong thing. That needs to go into there. Can't do it. So we need to go into an ore. It's just craziness. Go into there. Go into there. Go into there. Come down here. Like that. Let's see what the devil they got now. This is a pain. Pain of death. This is misery. This is. Right. Nothing. Right. Oh my god. So. That's horrible. It's horrible, isn't it? That didn't work. That didn't work. So we're coming here and we've got 3 seconds on. Once we get our on delay, we can go on to, is that on delay? Yeah, 3 seconds on delay. So we've got a 3 second on delay. Fucking hell. Excuse me. How long we've been streaming? 2 hours. Okay. How much more misery we got? Another hour. Oh my god. Right. Signal in. On delay. After 3 seconds, we flash the output. Let's see if we see if we at least got that. Right, so we switch it on. Switches on straight away. 2 flashes. Right, and then we need to start the cycle again. Switch it off, switch it on. So if I could do it manually, why can't I do it 2 flashes? Right, after 2 flashes. Got 2 flashes and then it carries on. It resets the sequence, but only after 2 flashes. Why can't I count 2 flashes? I thought I could count 2 flashes myself. Pretty sure I could count 2 flashes. Right. So we got 1 flash on. So we go into there and we say when it goes from on to off, that's 1 flash. And this triggers. And we set a flag. But then, yeah, that's not good. So we set a flag to, so we've had 1 flash. We've had 1 flash. Let's just put a thing there for now, bugger it. So that's our 1 flash. Right, we output once we're on. So when we go from off to on, off to on, we get just the same one, that's no good. Right, So we get our on to off, we get our set the flag, so we've had one flash. So that needs to be on. And then we get another flash while that's on to get our second one. So we need our AND gate. So I put another AND gate in here. We didn't need that AND gate. So we get that off. We put our AND gate in. We come round to our AND gate over here. Alright. Got our AND gate. So when that's on, we've had our first flash. And then if we get another flash while that's on, which we're going to get here, over here. If we got another flash, then we're going to trigger this bit on here. Do we need that one on? When it goes from, do we need it on? Yeah. So when it transitions from another on to off. So this one's on to off. So when it goes on, then it goes off. It counts it. Then should we just have a JK flip-flop feeding one to reset the other? Well, that's just a set. That's what that is anyway. Set and reset. Well, that's a set and reset. So you could make a JK flip-flop, but why do you want a JK? I don't want it. I need to count 2. So that goes from on to off. It triggers this, lights this one up. That comes over to the AND. Alright. So then we're looking for another one. Another on to off. And you got 2, but that won't be set, that'll be gone. Right, so we probably need another one, so that probably needs to go. That needs to go up here. So we go another one of them over to there. Okay. So that'll go into there. And that's another on to off. Okay, so we've got our 2 pulses. No, because they're both going to come at the same time, aren't they? Right, that's not good then. But that has to be on. That's the first pulse. Oh my god, it's almost impossible, isn't it? Almost impossible what I'm trying to do there. Fucking hell, excuse me, Jesus. Right. So we don't want 2 pulses at the same time. We only want it after this, but that's an AND gate to switch this pulse on. Okay, so that it'll be ignored until that's on anyway. But then what that'll be on at the same time as this, surely. So that when that's on, need a delay. Do it need a delay? Yeah, when that's on and that's on. Yeah, I can't tie that one in with the same input. And that'll never change when that output's on. Unless I can do it from when it switches off. So that one is from on to off. And this one is when it's from off to on. Which is almost exactly the same time anyway, it's pointless. Okay, so I need a timer. I need to do that off a time delay. So a time delay. So we need a time delay when that switches on of an on delay of not a lot. 2 of them or 1 of them on delay. So we've got an on delay. I forget the first pulse. We know we're gonna. Shit, this is crazy. So an on delay of 2 seconds before it triggers this one, which is an off to on, which allows these two to trigger this bit, which outputs this one. How can I simulate this? Extend the times. You can just see them lit up. That'll do. And that one has to go around and reset the flags. So that will go around and reset the timer, which resets the counts. That's not going to probably work, but let's try it. Right. Alright, so what we've got here. Got one flash, then we reset. Yeah, that's not good. It's not getting in. So we don't want that one going over to there. So we've got that timer kicking on from there. So do we need another timer? There's our timer. Delay on. Let's increase it a bit so we can find out what's going on. Oh. So we need a delay on here, don't we? So we need another one of them. Another delay on. Yeah. So we're going to delay this on. Oh, it needs to be a permanent signal. No, we don't need it there. We need it. I can reset that one off, yeah. This needs to trigger this one. This needs to trigger to reset. Reset this one. And reset that one. Oh, there's nothing triggering now. That needs to trigger that one. Alright, let's see what we got. Oops. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, so we've got 2 flashes and a reset. We seem to have a working thing. What a monotonous thing. So we've got 2 flashes, so we've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, cascading. Yeah, that seems to work. See, that's all it needs to put a smile on my face. So we got that. So really, we could turn that into, to get rid of all that, we could put it into a macro, but we'll leave it there so we can see it. Right, so switch it off, what happens? That's fine. Right, so we don't need the indicators here. Let's tidy this up a bit. Let's make it smaller. So let's sort this out. Right, let's sort this out. Okay. Okay. Right, yeah. Let's get rid of this bit. That can go down here. So it can go over here. Okay. Okay. Right, I've got a bit of a mess going on here. Oh, we've got something we don't need there. Right. I've got that there. I've got a lamp. Okay. Got our light. We've got our output. Okay, let's press that down a bit. Let's put this one over here. Okay, into there. Okay. Righty-ho. Then we can move this over here. Right, what's happening here? Where's that going to? Where's that one there? Okay. Right. Okay. Right, we need that one there. Alright, what's going on here? I don't quite know, can't see this anymore. Right. Okay, this has gone silly. Okay. Like that. Like. Oh. Okay. Right, so let's go on here. Bloody hell. Right. Got a complete mess going on here. But it works for now. So what we haven't got is a way of overriding the system at the minute. I don't want to work on it another day, I want to finish it off. Right. Let's just save it and see what we've got. Alright, so we switch it on and we should have a way of flashing it twice. We need to integrate that into our flashing system. Right, we're going to need a toilet break. So back in a minute. See you in a minute. back again. Right. Have a biscuit. Right. Sitting down here is not good for the health, you know. Sitting still for too many hours, not very good. Didn't go swimming this week. Mate called in. Normally go Sunday. We didn't go for the first time in about 2 years. But anyway, we shall have to get back on it this Sunday. Right. So I'm just trying to make this into a smaller area. Let's get this into a smaller bit of an area. Just to make it more compact. Just make it, it's too much, you know, too much, what do you call it? That can go there, can't it? This is the problem with this program. You do have to mess around like this, trying to get your space back. Right, so you just got to keep it compact if you can, without losing sight of what's going on with it. If you know what I mean. It's a fight, constant fight. Trying to keep it compact with and able to read it still. Right. So we need to get rid of some of this stuff here. See how it goes wild on you, like that. Goes a bit wild on you, this thing, this software. The algorithms are really crap. It's old software now. I would love to find out who created it, and there's hardly any active development in it. Right, so I need to get that one over to there. Look at the state of this now. Jesus. Right. It's got a wild streak. Definitely got a wild streak, this has. Look at that. Look at it, it's horrible. Very horrible. Right, so we're trying to make the tracks readable. So you know what the hell's going on with it, if you know what I mean. Right, so we're getting there sort of. Right. Right, where's this going? That's okay, we can do that with that. I can follow the circuit a little bit. Can we put that in there? Sort of. No, that makes it worse. Makes it less readable. Let's bring this down a bit. Let's take that up there a bit. That's making it less readable. But we can put that there, almost. Yeah, just about see that's different to that one. Right, so can we put this up here out the way? Right. Okay, sort of. Right, and I got this one to get out of the way. Okay, another one. Okay. So we've got a sort of a square going on here, almost. Let's bring these down a bit so we can make some room for this button. Let's get this down in one square space, if you know what I mean. Trying to limit keep the real estate into a manageable area. That's still readable. Okay, that's not so easy, but yeah. So we've got a nice square going on, almost. Almost. Yeah. So we've got our input and our output right there where we want it. And we've got a lot of waste here, but, you know, don't know what else we can do about that. Maybe we can get rid of that to there, sort of. Maybe we can line this up a bit better now. And that one too. Not really, we've lost something there. Go over a touch. Right, so we can see that flow. That can be moved over to there. This can go to there. Possibly that could go down to there. That could go up to there. Right, okay, that can be moved over to there. Right, that's a bit weird looking, but anyway. And this could be juggled off to there. And that could be put to there. Right. So can that one. And that one could be juggled to there. Sort of. Okay. That can go up a touch. Right. Okay. Then we can bring that one up a touch and that one up a touch. That one up a touch and put that back where it was. A little bit down, that's it. Right, so what we got left here, that can be moved over. So can that. So we've got an AND gate we're not even using. We don't need that AND gate there, do we? Let's put that there. Okay. So I don't seem to save much space. Anyway, that can be moved down. No, it can't because that's in the way. Right, that can be put over to there. Or that can go to there. So we've got an input and output. That could come down to there. That could come down one. So that can come down one, and that can come down one. And that can stay where it is. Right. Let's just see if it works still. Should do. So we click it on. Comes on, 3 seconds, we get 2 flashes. Oh, what have we done? Where's our repeating flashes? Switch it off, switch it on. Right, we seem to have messed something up here. What have we messed up? Undo. Cancel move. Cancel move. Cancel move. Cancel move. Cancel move. Control Z. Control Z. Control Z. Control Z. Control. Ah. See that bit there? We removed that and we lost that. So we need to restore that. Right, let's control, redo clear, control Y. So let's do control Y. Control Y, control Y, control Y, control Y, right up until the last. Right, and we just need to put the output from here over to there. That's the bit we lost. Okay. Right, so we've got that. Let's see if it works this time. Give it a signal. On. 2 flashes. On. 2 flashes. On. 2 flashes. Right. So we've got a way of making that come on and off. Tell you what, it's a shame about that there. Right, we've got a way in and out, that's okay. Waste of space here. Let's move that down here. Move that there. Move that over to there. Let's go on there. Let's put that back there and this one back here. Right, so we could come down another one. What's that there? Why has that gone crooked? Come down like that. This one needs to be altered somehow. Not sure what's going on there. Oh, I see. I see. That can go over there. That can go to there. Just like that. And that can go to there. That can go to there like that. Right, yeah. That can go over to there. So can that. And that can go to there. And that can get us to a little bit less space. Oh, this can go back over to there, so can that. And so can that. So we've got that going on. That could either go back up there or come down further. Let's come down further. Oh, we seem to have overlapped something here. Right, that's not good. So one more up, that's okay. That's just about as best we're going to get there. And this one, need to sort this out. So that needs to come here. We've messed up the system here. So okay, that's not too bad looking. Not too bad looking, I think. We can afford to go up one. So there, that one up to the extremity. Yeah, we could live with that. It's all contained within. Let me move that to there. Oh. No, oh, that isn't part of that actually. No, we ain't gonna do that. Oops. Okay. So we've got what we've got. Oh, we can bring that down a bit. We can bring that down a bit. We can bring that one down a bit. And yeah, we'll can live with that maybe. Like that. Or like that. Don't know. Anyway, that's that. So we've got ourselves a little flasher circuit which we can use if we want on different applications if we ever need it. So switch it on. Yeah, we flash on and it keeps going on as long as switch it off and it goes off. Right, so to make that flash something, right, it needs to go in with something. Yeah. So in order to make that flash with a circuit at certain times and not always, it needs to go in. Right, it needs to go in with the red lights, but only when a certain condition is met. So those red lights need to come down to, yeah, so I need an and. I need that red light feeding around to the back. Right, I need that feeding around to the start input here. Okay. So that needs to have an OR gate. Or we need to have a start, an input. So we need, probably need to replace that. No, we can't just take it out, can we? It goes to there and there. Right, so we need an OR gate. So I need an OR gate. Yeah, so either one of our red lights. Yeah, so we need to flash both of them, all of them. Right. Nightmare. So we've got that almost done, the complete 2 bits. There's 4 bits. There was the 4 fallback mode. There was the flashing light. Yesterday there was the safe laser PID area, and we did the FLT safe area. So that's almost 4 things. We got one last thing. The priority FLT switch over. That is what we've got next. So we need an OR gate on this. Just so we can take that out of the system. Take that one off, take that one off, move that out, put that in its place. We need to go OR to that and OR to that. I think it was that one. Alright, and we've got a bit of a how you doing here. Alright, that's sorted that bit out. Okay, so yeah, we can bring that down one. That's our input, so we can have our test one going into there. Let's just put it into that bottom one so it's out of the way. Okay. So we've got our OR, so we can bring our OR into there. Our output, we need to that's our switch on. So we need the red lights coming down into here. Can that be moved? Possibly can be moved there, yeah. Give us some space. Right, so we need our 2 red lights now coming down into here. But they need to be OR'd. Exclusive OR, is it? Yeah, we need to an exclusive OR. So when they're at logic 1 and in a certain condition, they need to flash. So that needs to be on. So we need to have an OR gate to switch them on. Now the problem is it needs to flash them off. So we need to intercept. This is another problem. Yeah, another problem. We need to be able to selectively switch them off, but not directly control them totally, but only when a certain mode is set. So we need that bringing down. We need decoupling from the red. We've got an OR gate there. We can't directly turn that off. That'll be permanently lit. We need to be able to bring that down. It needs to pass through to it unless this system down here is engaged. So we can bring the red lights down into the OR gate, but then we need to somehow an exclusive OR. We're using exclusive OR. What we got down here? Let's have a look. We got exclusive OR. Oh, not. We got an XOR, an AND, an OR, not OR. Inverted OR gate. No, it's exclusive OR we want. Right, exclusive OR. Okay. So if that's permanently lit and we've got an exclusive OR, so if the other one's lit, it takes that one off and doesn't allow it through, and then I take over the flashing. So we need an exclusive OR to cut the signal off, and then we'd re-establish the signal back again through my thing. So we need a bit of space up here for an exclusive OR. But we've got a exclusive OR, and we've got to come back. We've got to bring that down. Yeah, so it needs an exclusive OR to pass it through. No, it doesn't pass it through, does it? Does it pass it through? No, it passes it through when the other one's off. And when I put the trigger on, the state flag on. Right, look, we can make a switch. So let's have another input. We'll call it. Right, so we're going to call this a test XOR. No, it's a gate in it. So test cut off gate. Well, I can't use the word gate. What is it? Cut off gate. Right, it's going to be confusing. So we have that. We have an exclusive OR. We'll need two exclusive ORs. Okay, and the other side goes up to the flashing light. So when this outputs flashes, it'll have to be inverted. So we want when the flash comes on, it cuts off the signal, but it's going to then light the lamp up, one or the other. It's going to light the lamp up. But with F both on, you won't get an output. Not sure. Tell you what, let's try two of these and then just try one. See what we get out of this exclusive OR. So go in there, put another one of these on the back of this. Right, so let's try this. Right, let's run the simulation. Let's see what we get. So I can't remember now. So we get the light on, it comes through. Now if we sit that on, it goes off. Yeah. So we need to invert this one. So if you invert that, so it's like that. No. Yeah, so invert the off period. So we get a flash like that. Yeah, so when that's off, we get nothing. Actually, but then that's off, we're going to get nothing either. But we don't want nothing. Yeah, so that's fine. Right, let's try that. So let's try it. Let's just try it. Let's see. So we want we've got to pretend that's our light. Let's put the output to one of these. It won't let us. Let's put the output from there to there. Right. Okay. Right, let's clear these parameters. So let's switch this on over here and see what we get over here. Right, so we're coming on. The light's on. That's a normal signal. So that's on, and we want to override it with this one. So we're off when we should. Yeah, we're doing the wrong thing, aren't we? So we need to put an inverter in there, which might cause us some issues. Might cause us issue when we're not on. That's the problem. So let's have a look. So we're on. See, we're not on now. We're not on now, and we're on. Right. So we're on when we're off, and then that's on, and that's on, and it'll flash off. Yeah, it's doing that when they're both on. But when we switch that off, it's still flashing. Turn that off, and it's lighting that on continuously. It's not what we want. But we need an and on the back of here. That on, and yeah. So it only flashes. Right, let's put an and in it. It's getting crazy, isn't it? So we have to have this one on. So we have to have that one on and that one on to get an output. Right. Okay, these stupid block numbers. Right. Try again. Been going for 3 hours nearly. It's nearly time to knock off for the day. So we stick the light on. We're not on. No, we're not on. Oh, we've still got our inverter. I need to lose the inverter. Right, let's try again. Hopefully, if we can get this finished for the end of the day, we're in good stead for tomorrow. So we put that on. The light comes on. We stick this on. The light goes off straight away. That's not what we want. Right. Okay. Do we need this? Do we need this one? Right, so turn that off, turn that off. So we're off, we put that on, we're on. And we're both on there. It's an AND gate. Okay, so we might not need the exclusive OR, we might just need the AND gate. Let's try it. Let's get rid of the exclusive OR. Let's just put this into the AND gate. Right, let's see what we've got now. Right, so we switch it on. We've a problem now. Right, so maybe we didn't need the inverter after all. So we put the inverter on in there, over there, switch it on to simulation. So we're not outputting. We switch on, we're outputting. We also switch this on if we got error. Alright, now we're flashing the wrong way around now. Alright, why are we flashing the wrong way around? I see. So we're flashing the wrong way around. Okay, so, So we're flashing the wrong way around. So we were almost right. So we've got that there. So we're on. And we want to flash it off. Flashing the wrong way around. That's because we're on an AND gate. So what happens when we lose the... We've done this already. Let's go back and lose the inverter. We're not going to get the output what we need. So we switch that on. We've got no output. But these will switch on. No. It's fine when we do that. Yeah. It's fine when we do that. When they both come on together, it's fine. So what we need is to bypass the AND gate when the condition isn't met. So when the trigger is not on. So we need an exclusive OR, but only to bypass. That needs to go through to there, but be cut off. Exclusive OR. So we need that's your light, traffic light on. We need a signal to go in with this to cut it off. So let's put that there with that, and that goes up to there. Let's see if anything happens now. So we put the power on, we're getting nothing. Alright, so we're getting nothing. What about now? Yeah, we get something now. And what about now? Alright, so we're getting what? Getting what we want there. But then when we turn power off, we're getting, right. So switch the feature on. Okay, so we got the flashing light when this is off. When we do that, what have we got? Right, we've still got it. Oh, I see. It's doing exclusive over that, I mean. So there's no way to switch it off. Right, okay. It's not what we want then. Right, so that's got to go through to there. So it's always got to get through, but only when this is on. When this is active. Yeah. Right, so we need to get rid of that one. That's always goes through to there, but only when this is Can we do that? Yeah. So we need to. Right, so I need to do that. Bring that down a touch, bring that up a touch. Okay, so when that's on, right, so when that's on, right, we're into overtime now. Oh, God. Right. So when that's on, it lets it through. No, that's not gonna let it go, is it? That's not gonna let it go because that'll be off. Right, so it needs to carry on. Right, it's not gonna do it. Why have I got an headache? Always at not physical headache, an actual problem near time to knock off when I need to finish it off and leave it in a state that that part is complete. Right, so that's not going to work. So the input is on. Oh, it needs to be a bool, doesn't it? Yeah, so if this is on, it needs to cut this off because this is taking over. Right, so it needs to be a bool, not an and. Right, let's do a bool then. Right, let's do a bool. Okay, so you need, signals need to go from there to there. Right, now that needs to go straight through if this one is off. If that one's off, right, if this is off, I don't know, let's go down a bit. If this is, so that needs to go straight through to there and light that up. If that's off, that's on, it needs to go, let it pass through. So it needs to be a 1 0. 1 0, it needs to pass it through. And then we need to cut off the thing. Yeah, so if it gets a signal into there. Right. So that'll let it through. If that's off, it'll let it through. If it's on, it's not going to let it through, so we need to take over. Now that needs to be not an and anymore, but an or. Alright, exclusive or. Don't need exclusive or anymore. Let's take that off. Take the exclusive or off, or leave it there for a minute. Get it out of the way for a minute. So that needs to interact with, that'll output that, but needs an or. Does it need an or? Let's try an or. Does it? It won't need an exclusive or anymore, so just an or. So like that, that goes into there. That won't output. We could just as well, I'll try that into there, just see what happens. Might have to get rid of this. Right, let's try again. So we've got no light on, so we switch the light on, we've got the light on. That's the red traffic light controlled. And then when we're going to fault, we trigger this one on. So it cuts off that output and we get a continuous light that flashes on and off. Let's just turn it off a minute. Now that one takes over. So we activate it, we cut the one off, and we start to do flash. Right, so then if the mode is reset, we've still got our red traffic light that's on, continuous, and then we go, yeah, looks like we're okay. Right, so we don't need this test cut off anymore, do we? I don't think we need, yeah, we don't need this here now. Right, let's simplify it. Let's get rid of this and this, and wire that straight up to the OR. Okay, so this will be our error coming in, and this is our normal. Let's try it. I'll see if we've messed it up. Right, so we put our traffic light into red. Right, it's not red, it's amber, but we suddenly go into error mode, so that stays red, and we trigger our error mode on, which it cuts off the original traffic light but takes over with a flashy one. Alright, and it gets reset or cut off, but it needs to cancel this one out when that one goes off. So, but that will cancel this one out anyway, but it needs to make sure it cuts it off. So it can only go ahead if this light is on. So we need to use that now to cut off this signal. As soon as that's off, we need to cut off this input. So that needs to be an AND. So that needs to be an AND gate and not an OR gate, but we can get rid of that in a bit. So we need an AND gate over here. Right, so we need an AND gate there. Now the AND gate will go into here. So we need that over to there. So that needs to be there and the signal to be on. Now I need to run this. I've got to work out what I'm going to get rid of now. That goes over to there, the bool. Alright, so yeah, it can only ever be on when that's on. Alright, so the flashing can only ever come on if that's already on. So, now if I get rid of that one and that one, that needs to go. Actually, take this opportunity to get rid of. If we get rid of that, we're going to lose all these other connections. Let's do it in stages. Right. So that needs to go into there. Okay, and we need to come out of this over to here. And hopefully we haven't broken it. Alright, so we've got our on state, that's on. When we take over with our error signal, we have to cut off that one. But then if we've got our signal going through, but if we cut off the red traffic light, we stop our flow, even though our reset error mode is still there, which needs to be cleared. and we trigger again. Got our traffic light. We cut our, goes into error, so we then do our flash, to flash after 3 seconds, only while the red traffic light is active. Yeah, and then we cancel that one out. So that'll work, but problem is now. Right, so our state. How do we incorporate all this now? I had a nice little package here going on. Nice package there going on until I did all this, but we can get rid of our OR gate. Let's get rid of the OR gate. So where are we going with this OR gate? We've got one there and one going to there, that inverter. So one to the timer and one to there. So let's get rid of, let's chuck that off. Put this down to here. So we need to go, one goes over to there and one goes over to our timer. Right. Okay, so we've restored that sort of. We've got a weird setup going on here. Come back a touch. Okay, so we've got that there. Okay, so that's all right. Is there a way to get rid of this thing? Right, this is not part of the signal, although it is. Yeah, it is. It's gonna have to be combined at some point. Not sure when though. Right. Okay. Right. So that's no longer our real signal. That's our free flashes, but it goes through this lot. Right, this is crazy. Right, let's bring this over here. Alright, okay. That's okay. Alright. Okay. Get rid of these block numbers. Alright, shouldn't be working now. Probably now. Nobody's going to be paying me for this. Alright. So, that's part of this now. Let's see if it still works. Right, so click that on. We've got our traffic light on and off. We take over the traffic light, cut it off, and we have our thrashes. So that's an OR gate with that. So that's giving our flash. So we turn it off. Oh, we switch off the red traffic light. We lose the red traffic light. Put it back on. We've got our red flashy going on. Turn that off. Just got our static red traffic light. Okay, so we've got 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, so that seems to be it. So red traffic light flashing, turn it off. Yeah, so we've got it enabled, but it's not giving it's not getting our trigger over. That's okay, that's what we want. So that seems to be working. Let's save it. It's not doing anything at the minute, not integrated into the rest of the circuit, so we'll have to do that tomorrow. Now we've got a traffic. Does this need to be part of this? Yeah, so the original traffic light and the output, this all needs to be part of this really. But that's just one traffic light. We've got two separate traffic lights to interact with. So we don't want to, we're directly interacting with that. So we need to keep this separate and double it up to do an OR gate because we've got to separate the light. Yeah, so we can't integrate that with this. So we need to double this up again. Right, let's just copy all that and paste it. Bring it down here so we know for tomorrow. Right, let's bring it down out of the way a bit. Right, so we need to, that's our other input for our other traffic light. We need to bring the flasher, which is going to flash all the lights anyway, together. Right, so we need to bring that there. And we need to, so that's our error mode. We've got our Boolean, which we need to interact with the same thing. Alright, so we're doing some weird stuff going through all that. Actually, that can go. Oh, I can't. It's joined with that. How do you get that up to there then? So you can move that across, but you can't move that up or down. That's a shame. Right. Nonetheless, it's nonetheless, yeah, it's horrible. Alright, this is a problem with this program. Keeps saying the same thing. Anyway, let's see if we can get this to flash, both of them, depending on they're on or off. Not sure. Let's save it and see. Okay, so we're on there. If we put the flash mode on, right, so we're flashing them. Now we're flashing this one regardless. Now why is that so? Right, we're not taking an output over to, right, we're missing a link here. We're missing that one, which goes over to the AND gate. So that and that, yeah, so we're just going to stop the other one working. I don't know, let's try it. So go over to there, to our AND gate. I'll try that. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. So we switch that on. We've got our traffic light on. We switch that on. We've got our traffic light on. Switch one off. Switch on the error signal. No, we're not getting it now because we've not got this one on. But they will be on. And will we get a flashy? Yeah. They will both be on at once, but they need to be independent. So that's not altogether a problem. If switch one off, it switches them all off. But that's good in a way. Let's switch that off. As long as we've got a permanent light on. Right, we've got our thing on there, so that switches up. When they're both on, they'll flash. Switch one off, they won't flash, just stay on. That's okay actually, that's alright. As long as you got independent control here. So they have to be both on, and that has to be on for it to flash in the error mode. If you switch that off, you just got the permanent lights on, which carry on triggering. I think that's a good place to leave it. Good place to leave it tonight. Right, let's save all that, and we're actually done. We're done for the night, and that's took nearly half an hour longer than I thought. Well, don't really wanted to stop at 5, but anyway, what can you do? Anyway, oh, I'm all dark in here, the light's gone. Right, anyway, that's going to be it for now. So, catch us on, it looks like I'll be on more of it tomorrow, because I've got another stage to do, then some more testing. We'll find out in the morning, and that's going to do it for now. Thanks for watching. Catch you on my own project later on. Day job over for the day. Bye bye.